Hi Psych 1 class, my name is Concepcion, and today I'll be talking about two of Pavlov's conditioning theories. The first one is called classical conditioning, and to summarize, it involves learning to associate an unconditioned stimulus that already brings about a particular response with a new conditioned stimulus so that the new stimulus brings about the same response. This is according to simply psychology. So the experiment will involve two types of stimulus, two types of unconditioned stimulus. The first one will be me saying hey to my boyfriend, and then I will follow up with that with me shooting him with a Nerf gun. So hopefully he develops this association together with me saying hey and then him getting shot with a Nerf gun before he gets hurt. Hey. 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 So to go more in depth about classical conditioning, it actually involves 3 steps: before, during, and after. Before the conditioning, we have an unconditioned stimulus, the Nerf gun, that produces an unconditioned response, the flinch. The Nerf gun produced an unlearned behavior which has not been taught, therefore has not been learned yet. There's also a neutral stimulus, me saying hey, which does not produce a response until it is paired with the unconditional stimulus, the Nerf gun. During the conditioning, he has associated the neutral stimulus, me saying hey, to the Nerf gun, to which point the neutral response now becomes the conditioned stimulus. The conditioned stimulus happened before the unconditioned stimulus to act as a cue. For the association to take place, a number of trials must be taken, which is why I shot him so much. And finally, the last stage, after conditioning. In this stage, the conditioned stimulus, me shooting my boyfriend with a Nerf gun, has been associated with the unconditioned stimulus, which created a new conditioned response. So in the clips, you could see that the more I said hey, then shot him, the more he realized that when he hears hey, he'll get shot. So in the last clip, when I say hey, but don't shoot him, he flinches anyway. So that association has been learned. And then, yeah. So in the next clip, I'll be discussing the second conditioning theory, operant conditioning.
Hey, Emma.
Yeah?
If you do your math homework, I'll give you a piece of candy.
For real?
Yeah.
I finished.
Here's your candy. Emma, you know the drill.
I'm done.
Here's your candy.
I know. I finished. Give me the candy. Give me the candy. So operant conditioning can be divided into 4 subparts: positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, positive punishment, and negative punishment. The one shown in the example you just saw was positive reinforcement. This is when a particular behavior is strengthened in the hopes of experiencing a positive action. In the example, you can see that if I did my homework, I was rewarded with candy, And in the last clip, he didn't even need to tell me to do the homework because I already knew that I would receive the candy. So you can tell that I associated doing the homework with receiving a candy. The next subpart is negative reinforcement. This is when a particular behavior is strengthened in the hopes of avoiding a negative action. This would be like doing the dishes to stop your parents from nagging. The third is positive punishment, where a particular behavior is decreased to avoid unpleasant action. And lastly, negative punishment is where a particular behavior is decreased so that something good won't be taken away. The most classic example of this would be taking away a child's phone after they talk back to their parents.